Toyota RAV4, driven by 74-year-old Joey Kroger of Beeville. Kroger was transported to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. An investigation is underway.
A deadly vehicle crash happened south of Yorktown early Thursday morning. DPS reports 42-year-old Jessica Dawn Saunders of Cedar Park was driving a 2017 Porsche on State Highway 119 about 5.1 miles south of Yorktown. The vehicle skidded off the west side of the road, entering a private residence property and striking a tree with the front right bumper. The vehicle spun, struck a second tree with the driver's side door. Saunders was pronounced dead on scene.
Two men listed as wanted by Wharton police. Jaquan Bell with the longer hair, a person of interest in an evading and unlawful carrying a weapon. He is also wanted for evading in a motor vehicle out of Fort Bend County. Jalen Dequan Davis wanted for deadly conduct and is also a person of interest in an evading case and unlawful carrying of weapons. Should you know their whereabouts, contact 911 or tip safely and anonymously via p3tips.com. Nate Paul, the Austin real estate investor central to allegations of illegal conduct by suspended Attorney General Ken Paxton, charged with 8 counts of making false statements to financial institutions. Paul accused of overstating his assets and understating his liabilities to fraudulently obtain loans. That's according to a 23-page indictment filed by federal prosecutors Friday. The government seeking $172 million in restitution from Paul. Paul is due back in court June 15th for arraignment.
And now let's take a look at your forecast with Chief Meteorologist Mac Bettis. Mac, it's getting extremely hot out there.
Yeah, and in fact, we're going to call it excessive heat for the next 7, maybe 10 days. So we're under a dome of hot air right now. Temperature dropped from 95 to 89, which is the current temperature. We're going to be looking at stuff in the upper 90s, even close to 100 by next week. So yeah, the heat is on, and we'll be talking more about it coming up in a moment.
Mac, thank you. A state appeals court dismissed Republican mega donor Kelsey Warren's defamation lawsuit against Beto O'Rourke Friday. The Austin-based Third Court of Appeal ruled that statements by the 2022 Democrat nominee for governor were protected by the First Amendment. Warren, a Dallas pipeline billionaire, had sued O'Rourke for defamation after the candidate repeatedly invoked Warren while criticizing Governor Abbott for the 2021 power grid collapse.
Texas plans to deploy a massive floating barrier to stop migrants from crossing the Rio Grande River into the U.S. Yesterday, Governor Abbott announced the inflatable barrier as he signed 6 new bills aimed at securing the border with Mexico. One bill allows Texas military forces to use drones to monitor border areas. Another designates Mexican drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. Texas also plans to allocate more than $5 billion for heightened security and blocking of illegal immigration. And so this brings us to your viewer poll this evening. Scan that QR code on your screen to vote now. The question is, do you think the water barrier will help ease the border crisis, yes or no? We take a look at these results and 13% say yes, 87% stand at no. We want to keep on hearing your opinion. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to take part. We will have an update on 25 News Now at 10.
Former President Donald Trump indicted on multiple counts in relation to the special counsel's classified documents probe.
Yeah, he's facing a slew of charges, including one under the Espionage Act. Trump is expected to face a federal judge Tuesday in Miami.
Charges. Former President Trump indicted on multiple counts in connection with his mishandling of classified documents.
Violations of those laws put our country at risk.
Inside the multiple-page indictment are shocking details. Trump allegedly knew he had taken classified documents. Some of those documents related to national defense, and some were so sensitive they required special handling.
Our laws that protect national defense information are critical to the safety and security of the United States, and they must be enforced.
Trump taking to Truth Social Thursday night, calling it a dark day for America.
We're a nation in decline.
Trump admitted on tape in 2021 to have secret documents that he hasn't declassified, according to the unsealed indictment. But it's something he now denies.
I'm an innocent man. I did nothing wrong. I'm innocent, and we will prove that very, very soundly and hopefully very quickly.
Last August, federal agents searched his Palm Beach, Florida home, Mar-a-Lago, where they found more than 100 classified documents, some labeled top secret. All this leading up to the charges he now faces, including one under the Espionage Act, obstruction of justice, destroying or falsifying records, conspiracy, and false statements. In Miami, I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Additional blood is being delivered to care for patients from yesterday's walkway collapse in Surfside near Galveston. 19 summer campers were injured when a deck collapsed. Authorities said 21 people in total were transported to the hospital. All of the injured were between 14 and 18 years old. None of them sustained life-threatening injuries. Authorities said 78 teens were visiting Surfside Beach with the Bayou City Fellowship Summer Camp when the deck collapsed while they were trying to take a group photo.
Hey, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Crossroads Today. That's Crossroads Today YouTube channel. All you have to do, hit the like button and click the notification bell, and hey, you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, Crossroads Today. Stay with us. Coming up on 25 News now at 6, the California governor proposing a change to the U.S. Constitution regarding gun laws.
Also ahead, a woman is suing the CEO of JP Morgan Chase for its alleged connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
Here's a look at what you can expect on Community Crossroads this week. We hear about undocumented immigrants. We also hear from the Sheriff's Regional Alliance. We also hear from the Victoria Professional Express Network, and we learn about Victoria Pride.
So when I joined, I said, hey, let's get this thing in the community, let people know why we're doing what we're doing, and run with that. So this will be the second year I'm on the board, and we are doing it even bigger and better than last year.
Facing another hot summer? Invest in the most reliable system on the market. American Standard Air, the right choice for Texas families. Beat back the sun, Wi-Fi. Comfort the way you like it. AmericanStandardAir.com.
Margot Robbie and the stars of Barbie.
We had a Barbie sleepover.
And nobody told me that it was a sexy Barbie sleepover.
She looked like an old lady, but a 5-year-old at the same time.
So bad, you look so good. That dance sequence happened my first day. This is literally my worst nightmare. I'm not a dancer.
What a way to break the ice.
And my face.
Say hello to Barbie, y'all.
My name's Danny, and I absolutely love my F-150. I bought this particular truck because of the Blue Cruise. You literally let go of your hands. It just centers the car in the lane, follows the person in front of me, keeps a safe distance. In my experience, the Ford F-150 is the best in Texas.
Lease a new Ford F-150 for just $499 a month or choose 0% plus $750 cash. Both include complimentary maintenance.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Join us at First United Methodist Church Sunday mornings at 8:30 on KABU TV. But if you're looking for a place to worship in person, we'd love to have you join us here at 8:30 and 10:40 in our sanctuary, or at 11 o'clock with Pastor Amanda in our Ignite Contemporary service. As society gets more and more back to normal, we hope that you'll join us for worship. We were made to worship in community. We pray together, sing together, share in Holy Communion together. Won't you come be the church with us at First United Methodist Church?
Nothing is more important than your family's comfort. Invest in American Standard Air. Affordable, efficient, and great value for years to come. A happy family is your biggest priority. Ours too. Comfort the way you like it. AmericanStandardAir.com.
Attorneys representing an anonymous woman suing JP Morgan Chase over its dealings with Jeffrey Epstein wants to question the bank's CEO again. CEO Jamie Dimon sat for a deposition 2 weeks ago, but the woman's legal team claims relevant documents were turned over late. Now attorneys want to question Dimon and other bank personnel about those content and the documents. Dimon testified he did not know Epstein or that he was a client of the bank until 2019. The woman suing the bank claims the institution enabled and benefited from Epstein's sex trafficking crimes.
California Governor Gavin Newsom proposing a landmark change to the United States Constitution.
Yeah, he's calling for a 28th Amendment, introducing what the governor considers common sense gun regulations. Those include universal background checks and age restrictions.
Half Moon Bay, San Jose, Gilroy. Just a few cities impacted by devastating mass shootings in the Bay Area in the past few years. Governor Gavin Newsom says prayers for those affected are not enough. He wants action.
So today, I'm proposing the 28th Amendment to the United States Constitution to do just that.
If approved, Governor Newsom says the 28th Amendment would require universal background checks, raise the firearm purchase age to 21, institute a firearm purchase waiting period, and bar the civilian purchase of assault weapons.
This will guarantee states as well the ability to enact common sense gun safety laws while leaving the Second Amendment intact.
This announcement was quickly met with criticism. California Assembly Republican leader James Gallagher said in a statement in part, Newsom's proposal is a poorly thought out, attention-seeking stunt. The Citizens Committee for the Right to Keep and Bear Arms said meanwhile, if he truly respected this nation's tradition of private gun ownership, he wouldn't attack it by pushing this nonsense. In Santa Clara County, however, District Attorney Jeff Rosen said this could be a step in the right direction.
I think it's tough to amend the Constitution. It's been designed that way. However, I think having a conversation about gun violence in our country will move us in a direction of more common sense measures to reduce the incredible violence that's caused by guns.
The county has already taken many steps to do just that. Just today, Supervisor Cindy Chavez shared a report to county leaders about gun violence prevention programs in the county and the immense emotional and financial cost of gun violence.
If we can't rely on the federal government to create rules and legislation that are going to govern the whole country, we don't have a choice but to make sure we're doing all we can to protect the people who live, work, and play in California.
Governor Newsom says California is aiming to become the first state to call for a constitutional convention and approve the 28th Amendment. In the South Bay, Dustin Dorsey, ABC 7 News.
Now, the last time the Constitution was amended was back in 1992. Amending the Constitution requires either a 2/3 majority vote by both houses of Congress or a constitutional convention convened by 2/3 of state legislatures.
Diving explorer and medical researcher Dr. Joseph Dituri broke the record for the longest time living underwater at ambient pressure last month on his 74th day in the Jules Undersea Lodge habitat in Key Largo. His daily experiments include physiology to monitor how the human body responds to long-term exposure to extreme pressure. When he resurfaced, it marked 100 days in the habitat.
I'm itching to get back to work. I'm itching to get back to spending time with loved ones and family. I really am. That isolation and the setting aside, you can only get so much contact out of a video teleconference. It's just not enough. We need that physical contact.
The previous record of 73 days, 2 hours and 34 minutes, set by two professors from Tennessee at the same location in 2014. The mission was organized by the owner of the habitat, Marine Resources Development Foundation. And now coming up, Mac has the weather.
Yeah, and it's real hard to get a Starbucks coffee down there, I mean, a few little pop-up showers late this afternoon have shown up. Isn't that nice? We had one near Bloomington and one down near Refugio, but these are tiny and they're not going to last very long. We are really looking at a warming trend. In fact, we're calling it excessive heat for the next few days. Could be even 7 to 10 days. We'll be talking about it coming up in a moment. Stay tuned.
News Center 25 at 6 and 10 is also heard on KVNN 1340 AM, Victoria's News Network.
I like this shirt, but Disney does not.
You were at Disney World. Did you get through the gates?
They looked me up and down and said, unfortunately, we can't let you in.
Slut shaming.
She was asked to cover up for wearing this sexy top.
She's like, you can't board the plane. I can't go anywhere where I am not having heinies shoved in my face. I see it all the time. Don't look at it.
Clothing is power for women.
Nobody's attacking anybody's character.
They told her to kill herself. Next, Dr. Phil.
I was like, Mom, I don't have my rent money and I need help.
So she wrote a check directly to your landlord.
This grandmother's help was never enough.
She called me and wanted to borrow $1,500. I said, I don't have that kind of money.
So her granddaughter kept pushing.
She said, Mom, will you sign at a bank as a co-signer? Because I really want to give my kids a big Christmas this year.
How do you support yourself?
Disability/retirement.
Judge Judy.
Having lived in a coastal area my entire life, there is always a threat of a hurricane or a tropical storm. We spoke to several companies about Generac home standby generators. Generator Supercenter made us feel very comfortable. The sales representative was very thoughtful in explaining what the benefits are, from pre-sales consultation to the in-house visit. Generator Supercenter made sure we were getting the most for our money.
Solutions starting at $125 per month. Only at Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer.
From America's #1 news source comes the all-new ABC News app. Breaking news, incredible video, faster, smarter, and it can customize to you and your interests. If you love being in the know, you're gonna love this. Experience what all the buzz is about. Experience the all-new ABC News app. Download it now.
I found the discount!
It's the sizzling summer sell-off at Victory GMC. Take $4,000 off new Denali's. Enjoy 1.9% financing on new GMC Sierras and 3.9% financing on new GMC Terrains. Wow, big discounts and low financing rates. We think you'll call it Victory. Now go put them back.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Yes, abundant sunshine today. You probably felt a little bit of the heat and a little perspiration out there, I'm sure. 89 degrees right about now, but we managed to get up to 95 today. And if you thought that was something, stay tuned. We're looking for a real big warming trend. As a matter of fact, as you can see here, back in 1948, we were at 99. That's our record high for the date. Well, guess what? Early next week, we're going to be right at about 99, so we could be actually breaking some records. And here's the real funny part. It's only June. What's going to happen to August and September? Going to be interesting. Temperatures around the area, well, a few 86 down in Seadrift, 89 here in Victoria, but 96 in Gonzales. Obviously, the farther away from the cooling breezes of the ocean makes things a little bit warmer. Like I said, a couple of little pop-up showers late this afternoon. It's nice to see them, something around there. They didn't last very long. These are, those 15-minute showers, but they're all going to go away. And generally, we're looking for a very warm, drying trend. Now, one other thunderstorm popped up near Kerrville, right about there. It is falling apart, but it is, shall we say, we have enough humidity to try and pop these, but they won't last very long. Heat advisories are up already, and this is for tomorrow for much of the coastal bend. Now, we're not included in that heat advisory, but trust me, it's going to be warm enough, okay? Now, we're looking at the big picture, and we're going to look at the bubble. We used to call this, sometimes we call this the heat dome. And this is the high pressure that's going to build up into the central part of the country. It's going to shut down all those thunder showers, except for maybe one more coming through. And then it's going to park there for quite some time. In fact, the big concern we have is the amount of time that it's going to be there. To get a load of this, this is our temperatures in Victoria for the next 7 days, pushing the records next week. Now, here's the other one that's not exactly exciting. It's the National Weather Service 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. And there's the heat dome that we're talking about. It's going to be right on top of us. So there's no cooling in sight, basically what I'm saying. And if you, don't have air conditioning, I don't know how anybody can live with that, but it is possible, and you ought to consider those folks as well. So here again, everything that's in orange is summer. Just that's summertime. And you'll notice how the temperatures start creeping up here, and this is the amount of pressure on top of us, and they get summer all the way up to the Canadian border. Of course, the heat index is something that we want to show you. Now, let's assume the temperature is 96 right here. This is the temperatures up on top. And then over on this axis, we have the amount of humidity, relative humidity by the percentage. Let's say we've got a 50% relative humidity. We bring it over here to the 96, and the heat index is at 108. Well, 108 is above 105, and 105 is the threshold for problems. And so, you can get even problems less than that. But at 105, it's definitely an issue. Tomorrow, we'll get up to 91 down in Port Lavaca. Lots of sunshine all day long. In the Cuero area, they'll get up to 94. And get a load of this. Temperatures, heat index running at 110 pretty much for the next 7 days. So say hello to an early summertime. That's your 7-day forecast. Want to remind everybody we do have a QR code. Put this on your, scan that, put it on your phone, and take Crossroads Today wherever you need to go. We'll toss it back to Karina.
Thanks, Mac. And now here's sports reporter Zach Brown.
Some local athletes named to all district teams. I'll have that coming up in sports.
Want beautiful furniture at the best price? Get to Lax. Find great deals like this beautiful bedroom for just $16.95. Plus, with special 60 months financing, get this 2-piece sectional for just $39 per month. Get what you want through Monday at Lax.
When it comes to weather alert days, don't wait until it's too late to prepare for severe weather conditions. Trust 25 News Now First Warn Storm Team to provide you with the necessary information to protect your family and stay safe during weather alert days. Our weather team provides forecasts and real-time updates to keep you one step ahead. Over the air, online, and on our Crossroads Today app. Let bad weather take you by surprise.
Ricardo just reviewed Optimum Internet, saying it's fast and reliable.
And ALOC said Optimum Mobile is an excellent value.
Hey, what's with the coat? She does that every time we get a great review. People love our reliable, award-winning internet.
They also love our mobile coverage.
What if we combined internet and mobile for one low price?
How about we call it the GOAT, our greatest offer of all time?
How about Optimum Complete? Introducing Optimum Complete, combining internet and mobile now for as low as $45 a month.
Victoria Eye Center and 25 News Now brings to you every Monday a Vision Health segment to learn about eye diseases and possible treatments. Tune into the segment or go to crossroadstoday.com to learn more about eye health, brought to you by Victoria Eye Center.
At H-E-B, we're inspired by Mexico. The colors, the flavors, and aromas. And we want to share them with you. So we created the H-E-B Mi Tienda family of products with authentic Mexican flavors. From savory marinated meats, frijoles and queso, to tamales, soft drinks, and more. H-E-B Mi Tienda brings you the traditional flavors you love. One more reason here, everything's better.
Next live, Tom Holland from the thriller The Crowded Room.
Next level.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Plus Mikey Day, host of Is It Cake?
This isn't cake.
Yeah, of course that. All that. Yeah, it was that. Yeah, of course.
With the completion of yesterday's state championship game, that puts an end to spring sports in 2023. But we've got some all-district honors. Shiner, dominating in the all-district honors. Sam Houston State commit Ryan Peterson named MVP. Drew Winsky also named MVP. Great 1-2 punch for the Shiner pitching staff this year. And our athlete of the week, Landon Polar, who is just a freshman, named newcomer of the year. And Shiner also had 4 guys on the first team. Catcher Bryce Narada, infielders Carson Schutte and Kenan Haley, and outfielder Caden Booth take home the honors. Kel Shows and Caleb Leonard named to the second team. Lots of area athletes on the first team list as well. Luis making an appearance for first team honors, with pitcher Ethan Wendell making the cut. Ganado's Clayton Webernick, Kyle Burris Guerrero, Kane Hayden, and Ethan Gonzalez also named to the first team. Game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight in Miami. The Heat hoping to even this series at 2 apiece. All the Nuggets did in Game 3 was put up some of the greatest individual performances we've ever seen. The Joker, Nikola Jokic, becomes the first player in Finals history to record a game with 30 points, 20 boards, and 10 assists. The duo of Jokic and Jamal Murray became the first pair in any game ever to both record 30-point triple-doubles. What an accomplishment it is, except Jokic doesn't seem to care much about it.
To be honest, I just think it's a win, you know, because if we lose, nobody's gonna even mention. To be honest, I don't care. It's just a stat.
The Miami Heat certainly care and don't want a repeat performance tonight. Tip off in about an hour right here. Leading us to your viewer poll, who will win Game 4 of the NBA Finals? Is it the Miami Heat? Is it the Denver Nuggets? I'm going to roll with Tomball native Jimmy Buckets and the Miami Heat to even the series up at 2 apiece. Looking at what a lot of you have said, it's about even split. Most of you guys say Denver. Come to crossroadstoday.com to vote. We'll see at 10 p.m. how many of you guys were correct. And switching gears to the Diamond, the first place Texas Rangers in action right now. And the Astros have the day off, but got a bit of concerning news. Yesterday, slugger Yordan Alvarez tweaked his right oblique and left the game. And today, the Astros announced they have placed him on the 10-day injury list. This comes as news of Lance McCullers having a setback as well during his rehab and is getting an MRI today. And there are a bunch of all-district honorees, just way too many to list in one show. I'll have that later tonight, and the Victoria Generals return tomorrow. It is Warriors Weekend. Admission is free. Donna Karina, back to you.
Thank you, Zach. Now we're back in a moment where we head to Illinois for the big Superman statue reveal.
This summer, have fun, fun, fun. Learn to fish in the CCA Texas Star Fishing Tournament with over $1 million in prizes and scholarships. From Memorial Weekend to Labor Day, kids can fish for one of 21 scholarships from $2,500 to $30,000 in 2 new youth divisions. So kids, get out, catch a whopper, and have fun, fun, fun all summer long. Sign up at startournament.org. Sign up now.
Margot Robbie and the stars of Barbie.
We had a Barbie sleepover.
And nobody told me that it was a sexy Barbie sleepover.
She looked like an old lady but a 5-year-old at the same time.
So bad, you look so good. That dance sequence happened my first day. This is literally my worst nightmare. I'm not a dancer.
What a way to break the ice.
Look at my face.
Say hello to Barbie, y'all.
Rising interest rates got you down? Victory Kia has the answer. Like new 2023 Kia Stingers with 2.9% financing for 60 months, even our lowest price Kia, the new 2023 Kia Rio, has 3.9% financing for 48 months. Couple our low Victory prices with low Kia rates, and you can expect really low lease payments like a new 2023 Kia Seltos for $219 a month for 24 months. With lower interest rates and lower payments, we think you too will say,
I love Victory!
Victoria Crime Stoppers is requesting information regarding a murder. On November 4th, 2018, at approximately 3:15 a.m., 24-year-old Joshua Williams was murdered inside a home on the 1900 block of East Guadalupe Street. If you have any information about this murder, submit a tip to Victoria Crime Stoppers at 572-4200. Tips can also be submitted via the P3 Tips app or via our website, www.crimestoppersvictoria.com. All tips are anonymous, and if you give information that leads to arrest or to charges being filed, you could earn a cash reward.
What brings you by? I'm here to pick up Kim to go to a concert.
You want some ice cream? It's on the grocery list on the counter.
What are we doing?
Kissing. Am I doing it wrong? This is everything I ever dreamed of. We're just going to need a power saw and a box of matches.
Like I'm letting a bunch of 13-year-old boys play with matches. Power saw's in the shed.
And finally, tonight, the city of Metropolis celebrating Superman. Yes, the Superman celebration kicked off this morning with a rededication ceremony for its iconic Superman statue. They've been renovating the statue since 2020, and the renovation was recently completed. It has been 30 years since the first statue was unveiled in 1993. The event itself is in its 45th year, and as you may remember, Metropolis is the fictional home of Clark Kent, better known as Superman, made famous in comics, movies, and on TV. And for more coverage of this, look for your edition tomorrow of the Daily Planet. I'm sure they had somebody there.
You know, anybody's a Cub reporter?
Yes. You know, they don't do anything on the internet because Clark Kent, you know, he jumps over cell towers. I mean, he's so big, you know, that's, he's amazing.
You said in Metropolis?
Metropolis, yes.
I mean, I've never seen that on a map.
Really?
Because it's Superman's home.
Because it's fictional.
It's oh, wonder. It's not real.
That could be it, yeah.
That could be it, yeah.
All right, folks, get a comic book and read it over the weekend and stay inside and try and stay cool. We're looking for some supersonic, hot, and humid weather. Temperatures running way above normal. In fact, by next week, it's going to be getting hotter. We may be pushing the 100-degree mark. This could be about 7, 10, maybe 12 days of temperatures that are above normal. So, you know, when I arrived here, I did an interview, and they asked me what I thought, and I said, it's going to be the hottest summer that we've ever seen. Write that down, that I said that, and we'll see what happens by the time we get to
I believe
October.
you with these temperatures. Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
He's got it. All right, Mac, thank you. And thanks for joining us. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Crossroads Today.
That's right, and we hope to see you back here tonight for 25 News Now at 10.